What's up, YouTube? Like I said, I'll be back again with the same, because I had to figure out what topic I was damn talking about. And I'm like, the stages. Okay, let me finish, because that ADHD had me everywhere. My mind be full. But yeah, so I would go through these stages. Like I said on the last video, I'll be going through these stages, and one of the stages became like me in these like realities that was like this physical world and people trying to touch me and all this stuff. And so after that, it's like I started experiencing what seemed to be parallel realities, parallel lives, other lives that I lived and all this stuff. And in those lives, it was some where I would come out my body and I'd be in a house. And this is when it started switching from me coming out my body, being in my actual room and flying out the door, doing this at the house. It started changing to the point where I started shifting. And it's like I would come out my body, and when I look around the room, it's not my room. But at the time, while I'm in the experience, I think I'm in my actual room. And I go outside and I look at pictures on the walls. I mean, I say I go outside. I go outside the room into the house and start looking around the house, and I see pictures on the wall. I'm looking at pictures. I'm seeing me in pictures that I've never taken before with people that I don't even know in this life. I walk around the house. If sometimes you'll come out your body and you'll have a whole nother family. Like, you'll be like, what? I done had about 7, 10, 20, so many different lives. I don't know. Cause I done came out and I'd be like, that ain't my woman. Who is that? And I like, hold up, I ain't even got no woman right now. Who is this woman? Kids like coming up to you, hey, Daddy. You like, what the fuck? Oh my God. About to be on child support in another realm. No, I'm just kidding. But you come out and you see a whole nother family. You're like, who is these people? Are you gonna go to the store for me? You like, hold up, like, I don't even know where I'm at. Like, what you talking about? Then you start remembering this place and you like, hold up. Okay, yeah, I go to the store, and then you start living this life. So it's like different things that I will experience. And I'm like, this is crazy. Like, it was like stages. Then I went to a stage where I started going to school. Now this stage, I didn't like so much, but it was cool once I figured out what was really going on, because I was having these out-of-bodies. The next you know, I'm in this school and I'm learning shit. But at the same time, I'm like, I graduated already. I shouldn't be in school. I don't want to be here. Like, get me out of here. Like, we doing like tests and certain things and going on field trips. And like, I'm telling you, like, this sounds weird. We doing things that you wouldn't do in a regular school. Like, one time they showed me how to go into other realities through just any type of it's like doorways and stuff. We're going through doorways. It's a different reality. Then it's this thing where we had to go upstairs. The stairs went like this and kept going up. But on each deal, it was like this circular deal. You would get in this thing and you would go. And they was like, you go to the third level. And I was like, okay. So I go to the third level. I get in that thing and I go through it. And then as I'm going through it, I was like, it turns into a portal. And I'm going through this portal. And once I get to the other end, I like manifest. Like, it's like everything went dark and like I manifested my body. I come in, it's a girl sitting on the couch. This house is set up. It looked like an old pimp mansion or something. Like, it looked crazy, but it was like pink couch. It had gold on the corners of the walls and on the trim and stuff. And it was like red and burgundy and all these different colors. It was like a very fancy like house, but it looked mixed with like modern tech and like this old 70s type vibe. The girl sitting on the couch. I walk up like by the couch and I'm looking like, I say something to her. She say something to me, but I can't remember what she said. And I started walking. This dude walks in the room and he like sound like Tracy Morgan. Don't give me like he sounded like Tracy Morgan, because that's what stuck out to me. He was like, hey, Chris. And I was like, what the hell? Like, why he sound like that? He started showing me a picture that he drew. He was like, look at this picture I drew. Yeah, I'm gonna give this to my lady. Something like, it was weird. Like, I'm like, he sound like Tracy Morgan, but he didn't look like Tracy Morgan. I'm gonna give this to her for a gift and this and that and boop, boop. And I'm like, okay, that's what's up. Like, And I'm like, walk out, but the picture was nice. Like, he drew a nice ass picture. Like, he could draw really good. I walk outside, I look at the streets. The streets look like this. And it's sunny outside, the grass is green, the cars is like, they like on tracks. It looked like some of them was like on tracks, like how you have like 3 cars being like attached to each other, and they was going over the road like the way the road was shaped. It was weird as shit. I'm like looking like, these cars is funky looking. They look weird. And I look to the side, I hear some music, and I go back to the side of the house. When I go to the side of the house, it's this dude that looks like a albino reptile in the face. Like he was white, and he had like that dinosaur type head on the back of his, like it was like in the back, like it was sitting up like this. And when I first looked at him, I'm like, oh, what the fuck? But then he listening to like some music, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna talk to him. When I went over to talk to him, he was like, yeah, bro. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, like he sound like a stoner. Like, he like, hey man, like this music is nice. Like, you like this and this and that? And I'm like, yeah, this is pretty dope. Like, this music is nice. But I'm looking at him the whole time. He got like these little bitty teeth, and his gums is black. And I mean, yeah, man, and that whoop, man. I'm like, I done met an alien stoner. This is crazy. Where is the ganja? Nah, but I get through talking to him, and I walk back. As soon as I walk back, I'm trying to get back to the front of the house because I want to talk to the dude that drew the picture again. And I ended up like falling asleep and waking up. So it's like I went through these stages, and then I started going to the point where I was going out of space, and I'm seeing like I'm hearing, like, I ain't gonna say I'm seeing because I ain't see nothing. All I'm hearing is the voice, but I did see the hand grab me, like that other experience I told y'all about, and start talking to me. I done came up out my body in this reality and went up into the clouds, and a voice started talking to me. They just said, hello. No, they said, hey. It sounded like a little kid, but it wasn't a little kid voice. It sounded like a grown person's voice, but it sounded kiddie. And I was like, hey. And I'm like, hello, what's up? Because I can't see nothing. And they're like, I'm bored. And I'm like, you bored? It's like, yeah. And I'm like, why are you bored? We just started talking, but not like this, like in the mind. I'm like, why are you bored? And it's like, it's nothing to do here. And I was like, where are you at? And now I don't know how true this is, because I'm still like, what? Said, I'm on the moon. And I said, you on the moon? I said, she was like, yeah, I said she. Maybe it was a she, I don't know. But it was like, yeah, it's kind of boring up here. I don't know, I'm just here. I'm like having a conversation with this thing, and it's talking about it's on the moon and it's bored. But then in my mind, I started feeling like I wasn't talking to a humanoid being. I felt like I was talking to like an animal. I know that sounds crazy because like a lot of times when I have out of bodies and I talk to, and it's an animal that I'm talking to, they have like this this innocence within their voice, or their words, or how they speak, if that makes sense. It's like a grown kid, or it's like I don't know how to explain it. I hope that makes sense. It probably don't. Hopefully I can figure out how to make that make sense. But it's like they have like this animal type. The voice had this animal type energy. And I'm like, man, that'd be crazy if it's some animals. Because it was one time where I tried to go to the moon, and I was looking at the moon, and I was like, I'm gonna go to the moon. I went and started flying up to the moon, and I faded out, and I woke up, and I was in this place. I don't know if I was on the moon. I can't say I was on the moon. Now, when I seen what I seen, I was like, ain't no way I'm on the moon. Because when I came to, I was flying back. I was flying down to this world, and it was streets, it was houses, it was businesses, it was buildings, like it was everything. But it looked like it looked kind of like grayish. It looked kind of like tan, like deserty, but with grass. Like the grass was like it wasn't green. The grass wasn't green. It was like a brown, but it was like a thriving city. And I'm like, ain't no way this the moon. If this the moon, we definitely been lied to, because if it's a whole damn civilization on this motherfucker, this is crazy. And I went down there and I didn't really do much. I didn't really stay long. It's like I started waking up as soon as I hit the ground and started looking at everything, and I started getting like excited. It's like I got too excited because I'm like, what am I looking at? Like, this is crazy. Then I like faded out and I woke up. But yeah, you start experiencing different things. Then I started experiencing deities that from other cultures. And then I'm experiencing deities that I never heard of from other cultures that I had to research once I woke up, because I met them and they told me their name, and I'm like, what? And so I looked it up, or I asked somebody that I knew that knew certain deities and stuff. So then now it's to this point where I just experienced the other lives. I can still go to these, like, and oh yeah, that spirit world type environment where these lost souls was at. That was like within those stages of going to those like physical realities. It's like I started going into those places, and that's where I was seeing stuff that was a little bit scary, where people that pass on get a little lost in, you know, the lower realms. And I've been to some ones that was a little lower than those too, but I'll talk about that on another video. But yeah, that's that on that. This is part 2 of part 1 that I made, but I don't think I said part 1 on that one because I didn't know it was gonna be a part 1. So I'm making that part 1, and this is part 2. Hope you tap into both of them so you can kind of get a little bit of some of my chaos in my brain. Y'all be good, be blessed, highly favored. You know what I'm talking about? You need.